evening and welcome to Cavan TV's News and Views. My name is Anya Duffy and thank you for watching Cavan TV News and Views. This week, what am I going to tell you about? I'm going to tell you about Creative Cornucopia Cavan. What's that all about? Well, there's a launch in the Kilmore next Thursday on the 11th, and to tell you all about this, I have in the studio Maria Jordan O'Reilly. Good evening, Maria, and you are the founder of Creative Cornucopia Cavan, and Dimitry Germanov, and Dimitry is a photographer and a videographer.
Good evening.
Good evening and welcome. Well now, Maria, I know you're a lady who is involved in many and plenty of things, but Creative Cornucopia Cavan.
Yes.
Go ahead, tell us.
I suppose it's my baby and has been for years. And when I moved to Cavan, I got involved with the creative community here. I got involved with a group called The Next Chapter. And through that, several of us set up different projects. One was the Ballybor Creative Hub, which I'm a member of.
Yes.
And I myself decided that while the Hub were doing this more practical thing of gathering people together to produce art, that I wanted to reach out to people who were a bit like me, closet creatives, sitting at their kitchen table and producing amazing work. So through The Next Chapter, I had met Dimitry, and we had done some videos about people who had moved into Cavan. And I thought, wouldn't it be lovely to go out to these people and these creatives and interview them in their homes, in their studios, and find out what made them tick, who they were, what inspired them, and what advice they would give to other people who would like to explore their creativity.
So let me get that straight, Maria. Ballybor Hub was artists, giving artists the platform to produce their stuff, but you're reaching out to people now and you're going out to them and saying, yeah, please come along, tell us your idea and I'll help you work on it. Is that the idea?
The idea is just to, I suppose, to publicise that we have so much creativity.
We do.
Which is why I used the word cornucopia when I started the website.
Explain that.
Because
cornucopia is a Greek word?
It is, and it means a horn of plenty. And it was something that the gods had, with this horn of plenty. And in Cavan, we have such a wealth and an abundance of creativity. We've musicians, we've artists, we've sculptors, we've singers, actors, writers. And so many of them, I mean, there's a few of them that would be in the public eye, but there are so many really talented people that don't ever...
Closet people, I say.
Closet people who don't get that.
Yeah.
And I wanted to give them that opportunity.
Yeah, I want to get to Dimitry now. Dimitry, I've seen you around. You are, I don't know how long you are in Cavan, but you certainly have made a name for yourself so far with your wonderful photography and videography. Tell us how you got involved with Maria.
How I got involved with Maria is with the same project, Next Chapter. Julie Macavini invited me into that chapter because she saw my photography works through a website, through the Facebook, and she invited me there because they were looking for cameramen to do videos, as Maria mentioned. So I met Brian there, and we did that project together with Maria. And then when she invited me also to her website to upload my bio, my photos, to be there also along with the other creatives.
I have seen some of your work and you do amazing photography, and I must say there are a few good photographers around as well. How long are you living in County Cavan now at this stage? How long are you here in Ireland, maybe I should ask?
Well, in Ireland I'm around 15 years.
Yeah.
Yes, and I lived in Belturbet for 7 years, and now for 2 years in Cavan.
And I think you went to the Institute in Cavan?
Yes, I studied multimedia course in Cavan Institute for 2 years. So I got a lot of practical experience from there also.
Yeah, yeah. Maria, you say, you know, you did mention, and it is fair to say, Cavan certainly has more than its fair share of talent. I was even watching television there on Sunday evening, and once again Redemption of a Rogue was on the television, and you know, it's a great film by Philip Doherty, produced and written by him and everything, and the more I see it, the more I see something else in the film. It's amazing. But you are bringing together this launch on the 10th of...
On the 11th.
Oh, sorry, on the 11th.
Yeah.
get that right on you, the 11th of May in the Kilmore Hotel.
In the
Tell us
Kilmore
about
Hotel.
that.
So
I'm sure everybody's welcome, of course, to see this.
everybody is very welcome. So we started making our videos, reaching out to artists all around the place, from Belturbet to Ballyborough and in Cavan Town, and I can't remember, we've been to places far-flung on the very borders of Cavan as well.
Be careful.
Very careful. We didn't know. We were good. We were good.
Good.
But
Just joking.
I was reaching out. I was meeting all these wonderful people, and I was thinking it would be lovely to bring them together. But then with COVID, we couldn't have a gathering.
Yeah, we lost 2 years of our lives.
So the gathering was put on hold, and now we actually have a bigger community of people that I've interviewed. So I've had the pleasure of meeting all these wonderful people, and I want them to meet each other. So we got some funding from Cavan Arts in the past number of years to help us to produce the videos, because it was all being done on a voluntary basis. So that kind of covers our costs there. And just recently, the Rural Hub in Virginia, I was talking to Zainab over there, who I interviewed for the next chapter, interestingly enough. And she said they would be delighted to host an event for us, to bring all the artists together. So it was like serendipity, everything came together. So we were able to, with the sponsorship we get, we were able to bring everyone together on the 11th in the Hotel Kilmore. So the event itself will be launched by Katrina O'Reilly from Cavan Arts.
The arts officer, yeah.
We will have some of the artists talking about art and mental health, art in the community. But really, it's more of a networking event. So we're going to show our 4 videos, which are quite short, and then there'll be refreshments. And everybody who comes is invited to bring along a piece of their work, which we will display around the room. And then everybody can mingle and talk about their inspiration and what inspired them, look at other people's work, and just get to know each other.
Yeah. So Dimitry, I'm just interested, were you always interested in photography and videography? Or did you just pick it up one day?
I was indeed, no. Well, for the first time, I just was taking photos of my family, of course, and making videos, family videos.
Yeah.
And then I was going to go to Cavan Institute to study IT or hardware, computers, putting together. And then a friend of mine came, he said, why won't you do that, what you like to do?
Multimedia.
Why won't progress you there? So I went to multimedia, and I got a lot of experience, practical things, and I met people. The very important for me. So
I've seen you work at gigs. I saw you at a couple of things in Cavan, and that's a great job. You get to all the gigs, you know. You can just go there, turn up at the gigs, and be there. It's great. You were in the comedy club. I saw you, and I saw you at in the Abbey Lands. There was a few concerts there after the first concert. First time we were let out. Can I say that? The first time, a few times we were let out in the fresh air after COVID. You got to cover that. Great stuff. But Maria, I want to get back to an interesting thing here now, and you're hitting on a nerve here. You're hitting on something that's a closet with myself. So you're reaching out to people who, like somebody who sits on, oh, I wish I could write, I want to write a play, but I don't know how to do it, but I want to do it. I want to write a book. They say there's a book in every one of us. I want to write a book. Oh, I just love to be able to sing 4 songs in front of people. Maybe you'd like to do stand-up for 3 minutes or something. Yeah. Are these the kind of people you're reaching out to? Or do you want to see the more physical art?
I'm reaching out to people who have maybe just stepped over the threshold and started to do that. Now, maybe they haven't brought it into the public eye because they're afraid to show it, or maybe they have started to become a bit more known because they're known in their local communities. And a big part of every interview is to ask them what advice they would give to somebody who wishes they could.
Yeah, well, that's the question.
People are at home, and as you say, well, I'm not artistic, I wish I could do that. The overall message coming from all of the creators I interview is, you can. You don't have to put the work in the public eye. One of the recent interviewees said, when you make art, you make it for yourself. It doesn't matter if anyone else likes it. The process is what's important for you, and if other people like it, it's a bonus. So there's some wonderful advice and wonderful words of encouragement coming from everybody that I interview.
Well, that's the little chord that's striking with me as well, is that through the networking, I might meet somebody and say, look, well, why don't you just put it down on paper and see what happens? That could be the catalyst to make
Yeah.
it go from there, to make it happen. You might meet somebody who might encourage you to do it,
Yeah.
or you've seen what somebody else can do and you secretly say to yourself, I can do that.
You see,
You know?
I can see that when I'm in the Baileyborough Creative Hub, because we get together for meetings and then we encourage each other and we bounce off each other and we bounce off ideas. But not everybody gets the opportunity to come into a group like that. So I'm hoping my videos are kind of reaching out to people who might see them online and go, oh, maybe I could try that. Because not everybody has the opportunity to get involved in a group like that. So I'm hoping that the outreach and the conversations spark things in people, because I think creativity is wonderful. No matter how you express your creativity, it's a wonderful thing.
It is, and it's a work. It's a work of, keeps going. It's an ongoing work. So, do you want to make a call out to people out there to encourage people to come to your day and to encourage people to join your group, maybe?
Okay, to camera, calling Cavan Creatives. I'm Maria Jordan O'Reilly, founder of Creative Cornucopia Cavan, which I know is quite a mouthful. Myself and Dimitry here have been working for the past, 5 years now?
At least.
Yeah, interviewing creatives all around the county of Cavan, musicians and basket makers and potters and writers and singers, and getting to know them. And I've developed a website, and you will find details of a lot of those people on that website. What we're doing for the first time, because COVID kind of stopped us in our tracks and we got going, is we're getting together for a meet-up. We're going to launch the videos we made for this year in Kilmore Hotel on the 11th of May. We're starting at 10 in the morning on the Thursday. We'll have a few people to have a few words, but the main focus of the event is for creative people to get together and network and talk to each other. And I would really encourage any of you who would like to come to bring along a piece of your work. We're going to display them around the room so that when we stop and have our refreshments, there is plenty of time for conversation, to go and talk to somebody who inspired you or somebody whose work caught your eye, and just get to know each other. So that is my call out.
Well
Come
done,
and
Maria.
join us at 10 o'clock, Hotel Kilmore, 11th of May.
Excellent, Maria. Dimitry, I would say to you, like if anybody came to you and said they have an idea or they want you to video something, are you available? You do that?
I'm always available.
Yeah.
24 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And if anybody wants now guys, when you have the Cavan TV here now, so have you any Facebook pages or online or websites that you'd like people to log on and have a view?
Well, the website is www.creativecornucopia Cavan. The YouTube channel is the same, Facebook and Instagram. So you'll get all of them on the same handle.
And Dimitry, how will we get you?
I'm on Facebook and Instagram. I run a small business called Jago Studio, and
Say that again now.
it's called Jago Studio.
Jago Studio.
Jago Studio, yes.
Ah, very good. I've
Yes.
seen that. Is that the watermark on your photographs as well?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I do promotional videos for companies. I record the gigs. I do promotional video for artists.
Very good.
I just
And you're
recently
also-
I videoed Paul McCann's new album, Alter Ego, a week ago. Yeah.
Very good, yeah. That's brilliant. So there you have it, folks. As I say, Cavan, there's an abundance of artists in Cavan. And there are closet artists there. So get out there, listen to Maria, have a chat with Dimitry, and you too can make your dreams come true. Well, that's it for this evening, and thank you for listening to us and watching us on Cavan TV. And don't forget, if you want to go along to Cavan Creatives, Creative Cornucopia Cavan, it's in the Kilmore next Thursday, the 11th of May. Good evening and thank you.